Hello and welcome to all of you in our program session number 1. The name of the program is Meet with the Winners. By the grace of God, we are moving forward. This is our 10th session, and today's guests are going to be different from the previous programs because today I have brought 4 people who are not only winners, they are the one who make the would-be winners. They are the manager of the factory where the winners are produced. So they are the one who is teaching the students to make them winner in their life. So most welcome to our guest. I will be calling that. Let me tell you about the format of the program. The program will go like that. I will be asking question to my guest and they will be answering, but it is going to be a little different from the previous one. In the previous cases, I used to focus more on the life of the guest, but today I'm going to discuss more about their teaching and learning process that they do with the students, because this is going to be more important for our audience. So today I will be insisting more on the techniques and methods that they use to teach the students to succeed in the NEET exams, joint entrance exams, to become engineers and medical doctors. So without delay, I would like to first introduce my guest, Dr. Raj Sakhar Adhikary. You just wave your hand, sir. Let the audience see you. Dr. Rajsekhar Adhikary. Then we have Saikat Panja. He is a faculty in chemistry. Wave your hand, please, sir. Wave your hand to say good. Okay, good morning and welcome to you.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah. Now, Chiranjit Ghosh, he is faculty in mathematics. Could you please wave your hand to let our audience see? Okay. Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Now, Muhammad Afroz,
sir.
faculty in physics. Just Muhammad Afroz, wave your hand and welcome. Muhammad Afroz, are you here? Okay, welcome. So now I will be moving forward our format of our program, and I will be starting question one by one. And questions are very simple, but it is very pertinent to the students who have joined. I want the student to listen carefully and prepare their questions if they want to ask. At the end, you will be given chance. So I'm going to start first of all with Dr. Raj Sakhar. Okay, Dr. Raj Sakhar, as you are a faculty member of biology in Saraswati Vidya Mandir, so I'm just going to ask you, first give us a brief account of your education and then try to move forward to tell us that what do actually do there. So what do you give us a brief account of that. So over to Dr. Raj Sakhar. Dr. Raj Sakhar.
Myself, Rajsekhar Adhikary.
Yes.
Pertinently, Dr. Rajsekhar Adhikary.
Yes.
I have completed my B.Sc and M.Sc from University of Burdwan. After that, completed also B.Ed from that university. Then I crack GATE examination, the Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineering, for the back-to-back 3 times, and the 3rd times I have, when my B.Ed was completed, I joined to IIT Kharagpur for M.Tech degree, and after that started Ph.D. Completed my Ph.D. In 2021. Now I am attached with Saraswati Devi International School as a biology faculty.
Okay, very good, very good, very good. Sir, I will come back to you again. Let me introduce the Chiranjit Ghosh back, then I will come to the real question that I have called you for. So Chiranjit Ghosh back, could you please introduce yourself to our audience?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I'm Chiranjit Ghosh. I have done my master degree from the University of Burdwan and also done my graduation from that university. After that, I have completed my B.Ed from the University of Burdwan. And now I am Faculty of Mathematics from.
Okay, very good, very good. And now I will move to our third guest, Afroz. Are you there? Afroz?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, could you please introduce yourself, a brief
Myself
description of your
in.
education journey?
Hello,
Am I
everyone.
audible, sir?
Yes,
Am I audible, sir?
yeah. I will come back to you again.
Okay, sir.
Now let me introduce the Mohammed Afroz. Yes, Mohammed Afroz.
Hello, everyone. I am Muhammad Afroz. I completed my M.Sc degree in physics from Kazi Nazrul University in Asansol.
Okay, well and good. So now it's the time to start our main discussions. As you know that in India, there is an industry which is called coaching industry. People are aspiring to become doctor, engineer, but it is going to be very tough because the number of seats available, a number of people applying for them are disproportionate. So it is very difficult for the government, for any organizing company to give chance to everyone. So they make an exam which is actually meant for not selecting. It is meant for rejecting the students so that they make the exam very, very tough. And in order to succeed this, the students alone are not able to do that because the schools are not providing the enough education to be able to succeed in the exam. So there are a lot of institutions there who are providing. There are a lot of coaching in every part of of India, from small city to the big city, and it is a good business. But the problem is that what about the people who are not having enough money to go and attend those coaching centers? So with keeping those in mind, I have brought these people to provide information regarding those exams to our common people who have also a desire to become, who has also aspiring to become an engineer and doctor. So they need some kind of help. So this program is meant for those people. So let us now come back to start with Dr. Rajsekhar Reddy. You are a biology specialist. Could you please tell me that in the NEET, what are the requirements for biology? How much marks a student has to score in order to get a good grade in biology? So could you please give a brief detail and your practices, good practices that you in the school in order to help the students succeed in their exam? So are you clear with me, doctor? Could you please tell our audience about how do you actually coach the students who are come to your school or come to your institution in order to succeed in the NEET exam with the good grades? It is required that minimum 160 if a student get, then they are going to get a good seat. So please tell us the all process to the students who are listening here, and it will be helpful for them. So Dr. Rajsekhar, please.
Actually, in India, NEET exam is conducted for the marks 720. There is 4 parts, 45 questions from physics, 45 chemistry, and 90 questions for biology. Among these 90 questions, 45 are from botany and 45 are from zoology or physiology part. Okay.
Yeah. So how is the grading system? How is the grading system for each? Yeah.
Yes, of course. For each question, there is 4 marks is there. Means 180 questions, 720 marks is there, and in every wrong answer of this question, 1 marks will be deducted from your gained number. That means 1 marks is negative marking is there.
Okay. So what about now, those if a student answer one question twice? What about if answer one question twice? Yani he give 2 answers to 1 question. 2 answers to 1 question. Is there any negative marking for that?
Yes, sir, of course. If anyone give 2 marks, two answers, then it will be a negative marking. But due to this computer-based examination, is when the computer-based examination is going on, only 1 question is selected.
Okay.
There is no any other options to get the answers.
Okay. What about a student doesn't answer a question?
Actually, sir, first thing is to crack NEET, minimum 580 marks required to get a good rank. government or government to get government or government-aided college, 580. Now this is a very hard examination for everyone because if anyone have a good strategy for this examination, any examination cannot be cracked by the examinee.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay.
Basically, the first thing the first thing of the in any examination, she or he must know to avoid how to avoid the negative markings, because negative marking, many of the students give suppose in one student give 10 answers, but among the 10 answers, apart from these 10 answers, apart 10 right answers and 5 wrong answers, now he gained 10 marks, but due to this 5 marks negative marking, he gained only 5 marks. This deduction can be avoided.
So do you explain these things very well to the students? That actually what I mean to say that you must be very clear about which exam you are going to take, what are the rules and regulation. You must also be very clear about what type of question you are going to get in the exam. You must be also clear about the timing for that, timing for this within that time. So these are the things that you teach them and coach them and train them, isn't it? It is what we actually do.
Okay, actually, sir, I'm advised every student, every examinee, every my batchmates, everyone, that please avoid negative markings, and to do this avoidance power, you do not attempt any doubtful questions. Any question that you have the answer is doubtful in your mind, please leave it.
Okay, very good.
Because in all the cases, greediness is the if you fall down because of the our greediness. That's why I'm always advised everyone, don't be greedy, don't be greedy of marks, be pertinent, be confident, then answer it.
Okay, very good.
First thing.
Now
the next thing is,
yeah, very good, sir. Very good. So now we'll be going to Chiranjit Ghosh, the mathematician. Do you hear me, Chiranjit? Chiranjit, do you hear me?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So now, now the question to you, like when you are going to teach mathematics, right? You are math faculty, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, could you please tell to our audience students over here that how should they study mathematics, and especially clearly tell them that how much amount of labor, how many problems they should solve, what are the main topics that they should emphasize upon, okay, and what are the important books that you will ask them to follow. So could you please just give in brief about mathematics?
I think first of all, whatever exam you are want to clearing, you must have to love the subject. I mean that you have to love the mathematics first.
Very good.
So,
very good.
तो मतलब कुछ भी कोई भी अगर एग्जाम हो उसके मैथमेटिक्स हो, फिजिक्स हो, केमिस्ट्री हो, कोई भी सब्जेक्ट हो, उसको पहले आपको यू हैव टू लव थिंग, देन and after then I should focus on the practicing. Okay, yes. So मतलब कितने सारे प्रॉब्लम आप कर रहे हो, इससे ज्यादा अच्छे है कि कितने प्रैक्टिस आप कर रहे हो, ठीक है?
Yes.
तो
okay.
You should daily revise your problem, daily revise your formulas, daily revise your key words, key formulas, right? And when you are revising the problem, then you can do many problems from one problem. But when you are doing many problems, then you are doing actually one problem. But when you are actually revising your problem and clearing your theory clearly and understanding the theory clearly, then you can solve many problems from one problem. Okay.
Okay, very good. So how do you coach the students where you are teaching? Okay, how you plan their learning process? you teach them, then you give them homework, you tell them this is important. You clearly identify the area of difficulty. You clearly identify which is to emphasis. There are some topics which is more important than the other. Do you make them very, very clear about that?
Yes, first of all, I clearly teach them the theory part. Okay.
Okay.
So because in theory part you have to all clear first of all, then I do the actually whatever in the NCRTs, because we are from CBSE. So
Yeah.
first of all, when first before you are studying some external books, extra books, you have to complete your own book first. Then I completed the books actually whatever in the board. Then we come to the extraordinary problems, and I just try to connect subject टॉपिक टू टॉपिक. मतलब फर्स्ट चैप्टर में रिलेशन फंक्शन है, उसके बाद अगर कोई इनवर्स ट्रिगोनोमेट्रिक प्रॉब्लम है, सो आई ट्राई टू कनेक्ट ऑल देम, बिकॉज अगर डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट पेपर हो जाएगा, डिफरेंट टॉपिक हो जाए, तो आपका समझने में बहुत प्रॉब्लम होगा. तो आई ट्राई टू कनेक्ट ऑल द टॉपिक्स एक्चुअली, देन आई क्लियर देयर थ्योरी, then I focused on the problems actually.
Okay, so sir, do you think that all these, without coming to the people like you, without going to the coaching, can any student manage to do all these things by himself? Is it possible?
Obviously. My first rules I said that you have to love, that you have to wish that I will crack the IIT. You have to you have to power in your mind that I will crack the IIT, then you can do it. First of all this, then अगर कर लोगे तो उसके बाद आपके जो IIT लगाने के जो प्रोसेस है वो आपके माइंड में स्टार्ट होगा. Then you can do it easily himself by yourself.
Okay, normally it is seen that many students, they are doing together. Normally it is the process that you are studying grade 12, but at the same time you are preparing for your NEET exams. So do you think it doesn't hamper the result of the normal exam, okay, when he's going to prepare for, because the syllabus is completely, you can say it inclusive, but not as hard as to the NEET exam. So are the students not get complicated? And how do you manage to explain these things and help the student to do good in both the exams? You understand my question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So you have only 24 hours in a day. Okay. So when you are trying to clear too many exam in your process, then you have to first manage your time. Okay. For 24 hours में आपको वो time थोड़ा आपको increase करना पड़ेगा, study time. So you have to manage the time, and you have to not equally giving the equal time. Or you are something में हमारा मन में कोई होता है कि मैथ्स में मैं अच्छा हूँ और फिजिक्स में अच्छा हूँ और बायोलॉजी में अच्छा हूँ. So when you are good in some particular subject, you will give sometimes, and you have to give more time than whatever you are doing other subject.
So you ask them to learn how to manage the time, right? Time management is very important.
Yes,
for any competitive exams. Well and good. So let's
Yes.
now, I will come back to you, sir, again. Now I will try to move
Yes,
back, Mr. Chiranjit Ghosh. We did with this. Afroz, Mr. Afroz, are you there? Mr. Afroz?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now
Yes,
a
sir.
simple question to you, because physics is a very hot subject for competitive exam. It's very, very important and very, very hot subject for any competitive exam like engineering. So you just give a brief, that's how do you teach the students in order to do good, and how much you expect the students should get in order to do good in the competitive exam. Be comfortable and speak whichever way language you are comfortable in.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
First of all, in my style, this is very different. I will I will give the advice to student to know about the real concept about the physics, because
Very good.
physics is the one of the subject which is very easy, because we learn the physics to see every practical around us. But
Remove your hand.
why it get
Afroz,
very
remove your hand. Your face is. Okay, just remove your hand. Something is hiding you. Just remove. Yes.
okay,
Okay. Okay. Now, yeah. Okay.
okay. तो
Yes, so continue.
मेरे अकॉर्डिंग ये है कि बच्चों को सबसे पहले फिजिक्स जो है ऐसा सब्जेक्ट है जिसका रियल कंसेप्ट और पूरी तौर पे कंसेप्ट लेना जरूरी है।
Yes,
फिजिक्स
correct.
ये टफ क्यों हो जाता है बच्चों के लिए? क्योंकि फिजिक्स एक ऐसा सब्जेक्ट है जिसमें क्वेश्चन करने के बहुत सारे कंडीशंस हो जाते हैं। इसी वजह का फिजिक्स जो है टफ लगने लगता है। लेकिन मैं बच्चों को ये एडवाइस करना चाहता हूँ फिजिक्स के अकॉर्डिंग कि वो पहले पूरे सरसरी तौर पे फिजिक्स के हर चैप्टर को पढ़ ले। एक चैप्टर को पढ़ लिया, पढ़ने के बाद उसका जो एयर वाइज क्वेश्चन है, उस एयर वाइज क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करे, डीपीपी करे, डीपीएस करे और उसमें एनालाइज करे कि एग्जामिनर का माइंड क्या है, वो कहाँ से क्वेश्चन, किस एरिया से ज्यादा क्वेश्चन डालते हैं को प्रीवियस क्वेश्चंस में, और कौन सा एरिया को ज्यादा सिलेक्ट करते हैं, उनका हर ईयर में सब्स्टिट्यूशन एरियाज क्या है, उस टॉपिक पे ज्यादा वो फोकस करे।
ओके, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड। सो ये सारी चीजें आप स्टूडेंट को बताते हैं या स्टूडेंट को खुद से डिस्कवर करना पड़ता है? ये नोट्स जो है, नोट्स क्या आप सजेस्ट करते हैं कि बच्चा खुद से किताब पढ़े, किताब पढ़ के नॉलेज हासिल करे, या फिर आप उनको नोट प्रोवाइड करते हैं?
बच्चों को मैं ज्यादातर खुद से करने का सलाह देता हूँ और उनको गाइड करता हूँ जहाँ पे वो नहीं कर पाते हैं, क्योंकि मेरा मानना है कि बच्चों को हर चीज बता देना खोल करके ये बच्चों के हक में सही नहीं है। उनका चांस छीन लेना है कि वो अपने से क्या कर सकते हैं, उसके अंदर में क्या है। फिर बच्चे अगर उस पे फंस जाते हैं, अटकते हैं, तो उसको हम निकालते हैं। और जहाँ तक बात है नोट्स वगैरह के, तो जितने रिसोर्स हो सकते हैं अच्छा से अच्छा हम बच्चों को प्रोवाइड करते हैं। जैसे मिसाल के तौर पे हम बच्चों को जो नोट्स प्रोवाइड करते हैं, बच्चों को जो एडवाइस करते हैं, तो प्रदीप सर का एक नोट्स है, वो बहुत अच्छा डिटेल में लिखा हुआ है, जॉइंट एंट्रांस आईआईटी जेई के लिए बहुत अच्छा है। उसके अलावा एक बहुत सारे ऐप्स हैं, जैसे एनसीईआरटी ऐप है, जिसमें अलग-अलग एग्जाम के अलग-अलग नोट्स प्रोवाइड हैं। उसके अलावा वहाँ पे प्रैक्टिस सेट है, मॉक टेस्ट है, उसमें बच्चे अपने स्पीड को, क्योंकि टाइम जो है बहुत मायने रखता है किसी भी एग्जाम के लिए, तो टाइम को वो कैसे मैनेज करेंगे, वो प्रैक्टिस सेट से भी वहाँ पे प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं एनसीईआरटी ऐप में। इसके अलावा हायर स्टडीज के लिए, हायर जॉइंट एंट्रांस एग्जाम के लिए बहुत सारे साइट्स अवेलेबल हैं। जैसे उसमें अगर हम मिसाल लिया जाए तो इफास एक साइट है, उसमें कंटेंट वाइज पूरा का पूरा मटेरियल मौजूद है। उसके अलावा physicsbyphysics.com है। उसके अलावा कैरियर कैंडिवियर है। उसके अलावा जो है एससी वर्मा सर का जो है मौजूद है उनके साइट पे, और बहुत सारे नोट्स जो है अवेलेबल हैं। तो हम बच्चों को वो डाउनलोड करके भी सेंड करते हैं और प्रोवाइड करते हैं, और बच्चों को ये सलाह देते हैं कि एक्टिविटीज की तरफ जो है वो ज्यादा ध्यान दें, क्योंकि फिजिक्स जो है वो एक्टिविटीज बेस्ड पे है, प्रैक्टिकली देखने पे है। इसके रिलेटेड हमने खुद एक कोर्स भी किया था कि बच्चों को अच्छा से अच्छा कैसे फिजिक्स समझाया जा सके। उस कोर्स का नाम था लर्निंग फिजिक्स थ्रू सिंपल एक्सपेरिमेंट। हर टॉपिक को उसमें हर टॉपिक को प्रैक्टिकली करके दिखाते थे, जिसमें इस बात का हम लोगों को रियलाइज होता था कि हम लोग फिजिक्स में किसी कंसेप्ट को मिसकंसेप्ट कर रहे हैं, और एक्सपेरिमेंट से ये बात जाहिर होती थी कि एक एक्सपेरिमेंट करने से ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ नॉलेज और नए आइडियाज जो हैं क्रिएट्स होते हैं। तो बच्चों को मैं इसी तरफ जो है फॉरवर्ड करता हूँ कि आप न्यू आइडियाज को सोचें और क्रॉस क्वेश्चन खुद से करें। तो ये मेरा स्ट्रेटजी रहता है बच्चों के रिलेटेड, कैसे वो
very good, very good, very good.
अचीव करे
Very
लाइफ।
Very good, very good, Mr. Afroz. I will come back to you again. Now I would like to call upon Mr. Saikat, chemistry faculty. Do you all hear? Do you hear me, Mr. Saikat?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Now you have been waiting for a long time. Now it's a time to you. So regarding chemistry, could you please give us a detailed information to our audience that how you do it? And many things have come up like regarding the notes and other things. Okay, I will come up on this a little later. You just talk about your chemistry, how the subject is, how a student should learn, and how do you actually teach them. Give a brief detail of all these things. Then we will go deeper to the next round. Okay.
Oh, okay. Sir, chemistry is a basically subject which you have to face in NEET also and in JEE also. So
Okay.
in NEET, you can get about 45 questions from chemistry. So chemistry is basically important subject for both NEET and JEE. And it is also a scoring subject which helps us to boost your marks and get a good rank in the entrance examination. So this is, and how I teach, basically I go through a topic, see the previous year's question, accordingly I prepare my notes. So suppose I am discussing a topic, so then I do in such a way, I give the tricks behind topics and do some problems regarding
Numericals, you're talking about the numericals? Hello, I think I got disconnected. Mr. Saikat, are you there? Mr. Saikat, are you there? Okay, so we were talking to Mr. Saikat. He is also talking about that how chemistry is a marks scoring subject. Maybe it's because there are a lot of rote learning is over there. Numericals are comparatively lesser than the physics and math. So maybe he's trying to tell this one, and he's also saying that chemistry is important both in JEE as well as in NEET exam. Now, after talking, I have come to a point where I must ask our faculty members. I will go to now Dr. Rajsekhar Reddy. Do you hear me? Okay, Dr. Rajsekhar Adhikary. Sorry. So, Dr. Rajsekhar, among the resources, some people advise the student to go on YouTube. Okay, some people are taking the help of the YouTube. What's your opinion? Do the YouTube notes are sufficient and good for the students? Would you like to suggest them? If not, what you will like to tell them that do this one and do that one? What I mean to say that, do you provide them a specific websites to go through? So just give a brief detail. Okay.
Actually, nowadays YouTube study is very much often for the and it is occurred for this long COVID period.
Yes.
Actually, I am strongly recommending any of the students, any of the aspirant that don't rely on completely rely on the YouTube videos and any other suggestive notes, because in every cases textbook, any type of textbook and reference book for biology is very much essential to study and to proper justification of any kind of knowledge. This is very much required to study books more and more. I strongly recommend, I again say that I strongly recommend the students, those are aspiring for NEET, JEE and any other competitive exams, please go through the textbook and other references books and try to understand the real fact, not for the gist of any kind of knowledge. Give a detailed knowledge on the on the subject basically.
Okay, sir, from here, one question come. Nowadays, due to the corona, we have discovered a lot of online learning resources. Now, through the online learning resources, there are many advantages as well. For example, if you provide the students online everything what you actually provide them in physical appearance, so they will be saving the time, and as well as maybe in the when you are teaching in the school, you may not have one-to-one attention over there, but on the online there can be a possibility that the student can ask to you question personally, one-to-one. So it has been seen that in one way online learning is much better than physical learning. What's your opinion about this?
No, I am not agree with that. That on online learning is much better than the physical learning. Physical learning is very much essential because a teacher can just identify any students from their eyes, from their appearance, that he or she can understand the topic, yes or not. Either he can understand this, there is a lot of confidence in your faces, in his faces, and when he can't understand it, then there is a lots of uneasy feelings and feelings in their body languages. That's why physical teaching is very much essential for the students to study in classes and and any type of competitive exams.
Okay.
And additionally, due to corona period, there is lots of online platform is there. Basically, in my previous note, I'm telling that YouTube videos, and in many cases I personally realized that many things that are described through YouTube videos are not properly elaborated or properly discussed. That's why I recommend this. I recommend us to study books more and more. And additionally, in case of many platforms like different teachers are naturally go through the coach the students through online method. That is also good, but physical physical teaching is very much essential for the students as well as teachers.
Okay, very good, very good. So now I will be moving to once again the chemistry faculty if he is available. Mr. Saikat, do you hear me? I think you just appeared now. Yeah, Mr. Saikat, are you there? Hello. So Dr. Rajsekhar, I will continue with you. Like I have heard in my childhood, my teacher used to say that there is a difference between the good examinee and good student. Okay, so the coaching center are actually preparing the student to become good examinee. Do you agree with this?
Exactly.
So what?
Good exam.
What about the good student?
Actually, in my point of view, which is my personal opinions, I could not rely on examination system.
Okay.
Actually, examination system is basically in a way that anyone can give a good exam.
Yes.
He will get good marks, and supposed he is a good student. Supposed to be as a good student is a meritorious student. But any times, in many cases, different many students cannot explain their knowledge properly in the exam copy. That's
Correct.
why they cannot get good marks, and they are the below average or best students. In due courses, I am giving away an example. Everyone is there. Everyone know the scientist Carolus Linnaeus, the father of taxonomy.
Yes.
Is commonly Carolus Linnaeus. He's the first one in the world who give the taxonomy, who give the idea of taxonomy in biology.
Yes.
But he's a good student, but he's not a good examining.
Yeah,
He give below percentage in the examination, and his one of his teacher discovered him and give him work, and we get the result that he is a good student also.
so what do you suggest, doctor? Because in this competitive era, if the students has to be a good examiner in order to succeed, and later on he can become good student, or it is otherwise, he first be good student, then good examiner. What do you think? What do you think it should be?
So it is actually a controversial topic.
Yes.
If I am telling a good student, then in exam purpose, now this is a totally exam purpose, and this is a totally exclusion method. Exam purpose means exclusion method. You're telling us earlier the exclusion principle. Now for this exclusion principle, a good examiner is required. We
Yes.
require a good examiner to fulfill the criteria.
Okay. Very
But to in this course, to prepare the good examiner, we can't forget about the good students also, because they are the base pillar of the any subject, any either biology, chemistry, physics, or math. Any subject, a good student is required for establishing the subject.
Very good, very good. So, so doctor, you how many hours you suggest the student to study for your biology subject? How many hours preparation is required essentially in order to get good grade in biology?
Actually, I'm again telling that I'm not rely on the how many times required to study in any subject or any for preparation of anything. Actually, I am cracked many exams without calculating how many time I have studied. I need to study. Actually, I think when any students required to study for his betterment, for it is an internal process that मुझे पढ़ना है, मुझे जानना है, मुझे
Yes,
crack
yes.
करना है.
Correct.
This winning power give you the induction for the examination, and due to this induction power, many times anyone can complete one chapter in 5 hours and or in 10 hours, doesn't matter, but how to complete and how much depth I have taken from this chapter is very much essential for the examining or the good student.
I would like to call upon again Chiranjit Ghosh Bag. Are you there, sir? I can see you.
Yes. Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Okay. So now you suggest the student, okay, in mathematics, yeah, right? You're in mathematics,
Yes,
as you told that in mathematics you need to solve how many like in mathematics it is more emphasized that you solve 200 questions, 300 questions, or you just be confined upon few questions and conceptual topics. So what do you suggest, to solve more questions or few questions and then application on that? What's your idea about this? I think I made you my question clear. I made you
yes,
my
sir.
question clear.
This is not about few question or more question. I always suggest a student to solve different types of problems.
Very good.
So and you understand those different type of problems, because if you learn all the different type of problems and you understand all them carefully, then all the connected questions you can easily solve it. So
very good. Yes.
look, when you are doing 200 problems and 200 problems, you 40 types of problem, also you are giving 1 week, but that's 1 week in you are giving in 200 problems and you are giving 40 types of problems in 1 week. This is more effective, 40 types of problem in 1 week, because from that 40 types of problems you can do not only 200 problems, you can do 400 problems, 500 problems. There's types of problem you can all do it.
Yes, very good. When I was a student, I was doing like this. In one topic, okay, I used to go through and number the questions. Like this is type 1, type 2,
And-
type 3, type this. And then I used to, when I go to the other book, then I used to see that it is similar to what. Then the next book,
Yes,
I
sir.
left with very few questions to solve from them. Then the another book.
Yes, sir.
So this
I
is the way to
also,
collect.
when I teach,
Hmm.
yes, sir.
Yes. Hmm.
Also, when I teach the student, I solve the different types of problem, and left of the problem I give as a homework,
Very
because
good.
he also have to check their ability.
Correct.
Whatever he solved in the classroom, he can solve that type of problem in home.
Yeah, when the questions are designed we as a professor, we do all these things over there. So it is given like that. You supply them one example, and they give 3 question minimum to practice on them. So if
Yes.
he solve the representative type of question, which identifies type number 1, type number 2, type number 3, then
Yes.
in any
Yes.
topic, he will be left with 5 or 6 type only. And then there are
Yes,
some
sir.
question which is mixed up of many things. So there are one question,
Yes, sir.
one type of question are directly reference of the one type, and in some question
Yes, sir.
where it is a mixture type of this one. So if you identify
Yes, sir.
this way, then you will be able
Yes,
to remember everything in your mind. You don't need to solve too
Yes,
many
sir.
things. So do you suggest
Yes,
that
sir.
this is good for the student?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
मतलब स्टेप वाइज पढ़ने में
हाँ।
आपका माइंड में ज्यादा याद रहते हैं,
Very good.
ठीक है। मतलब एक टीवी में कोई प्रोग्राम हो रहा है तो टीवी के एक ही चैनल लगे सारे प्रोग्राम होगा तो आपका माइंड में वो पजल हो जाएगा। इसीलिए बहुत ज्यादा चैनल बनाया गया कि एंटरटेनमेंट के लिए ये है, कुछ गाने के लिए ये है, और न्यूज के लिए ये चैनल है। नॉट ऑल द टॉपिक्स कम्स इन वन चैनल।
Okay. So do you put emphasis upon practicing problem, that because it is a well-proven fact that there is a connection between reading and writing. Okay, so if you
Yes, sir.
write, it is said that if you want to learn any subject, so if you read once, you write a minimum 5 times. And if you want to become more expert, then teach that subject to the other. Do you agree with this?
I don't say that reading and writing. I always say writing and reading.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Because-
very good, yeah. So I think teaching is one of the greatest source of learning, because nowadays
Yes, sir.
nowadays the seat is going to be reversed. The students are supposed to become a teacher. That is, teacher should give him the task, and he will come on the board and he teaches. So that's the responsibility is going to shift to the students. So would you suggest that
Yes, sir.
students to teach, okay, learn to teach their fellow students? So this will help many things. Like if a student, good students, he sit with his 5 friends. So he is teaching or solving together. Then they will be saving time and money, as well as they don't have to go all the time to the teachers. If they can solve the problem among themselves, this is called peer learning. I think in the competitive
sir.
exams, the group learning or peer learning is one of the best process. What do you think? What's your opinion?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Group learning is all because when you have problem, you don't know when you are studying alone. And when you are मतलब किसी के प्रॉब्लम से आपका प्रॉब्लम भी पता चलता है थोड़ा।
Very good.
So when you are studying in a group, when some of their friends are saying that I have problem in that topics, and then you realize that I have also problem in that topic.
Very good. So do you provide this opportunity to your student in the school where you are working?
Yes, sir. मतलब क्लास में एक क्लास भी ऐसा है कि ग्रुप स्टडी के लिए हमारा जो स्कूल है,
Okay, very
तो
good.
ग्रुप स्टडी के लिए एक क्लास भी है। तो वहाँ पे मेरा जब क्लास रहता है तो मैं जस्ट सिर्फ वहाँ पे देखता हूँ तो उन लोगों को ग्रुप स्टडी में टाइम देता हूँ।
Okay, just give brief detail from 7 to 3:30 the class school runs. So how the system works in your institute, because it's a residential school, it is different from the non-residential school. So just let the audience understand that the day learning school and the residential school, how does it differ? Okay, and how beneficial is this? So just give a brief description in short that from 7 to,
Yes,
for
there
example,
is-
3:30, how you do?
There is actually the 7 classes in
Yeah.
durations of 40 minutes.
Hmm.
And there is also lunch and breakfast also. And After there is mathematics class, there is 2 mathematics class and all other subject there are. And after the classes, they get some times for playground, and they play for 1.5 hours, and then there is a process, good process maybe कि हॉस्टल के जो बच्चा होता है वहाँ पे तो ट्यूशन का टाइम नहीं मिलता, जो बाहर का बच्चा होता है उन लोगों को थोड़ा बहुत और भी अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए ट्यूशन मिल जाता है, लेकिन हॉस्टल में जो है वहाँ पे ट्यूशन नहीं मिलता, इसीलिए क्योंकि रेसिडेंस स्कूल है, सो वहाँ पे शाम के 6:30 से 8:30 बजे तक वहाँ पे ट्यूशन क्लास होता है, तो हम लोगों को क्लास लेना पड़ता है। वो दिस इज क्लास अबाउट व्हेन वी आर go there in 6:30 to 8:30, I give them as a tuition class। मतलब वहाँ पे सारे बच्चे के जो इंडिविजुअल प्रॉब्लम है, टेबल टू टेबल I get them all the problems, and उसके बाद they get actually 1.5 hour for their self study and all the simple procedure, लंच डिनर वो तो होता है, मतलब पढ़ाई के जो प्रोसेस है ये है कि 7:30 से 3:30 बजे तक क्लास होता है, उसके बाद दे प्ले फॉर सम टाइम, देन दे रेडी फॉर द इवनिंग क्लास, एंड देन दे कम्स एंड दे डन देयर डिनर, उसके बाद दे गेट 1.5 hour for self study and they then go to sleep। And
I think our viewers are all noting all these what the expert teachers are saying. I would like to give them chance to ask more questions, but now I would like to go back again. The chemistry faculty, Dr. Saikat. Okay, are you available?
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Now I need to. Can you put your camera on?
Yes, sir. That time the network issue was there. That way,
okay, no problem. No problem. So I will be asking very simple question to you that. What you are going to suggest for chemistry to our audience who are preparing for this one? You give them some brief, your conceptual way to learn and acquire good marks in the exam. So just give a brief information to our viewers.
So first of all, I like to tell the students that go to a particular topic, then do the previous years, so that you can utilize, you can see whether you can do that type of problem or not. Accordingly, you can prepare yourself. Then after finishing this previous years, you go to the DPPs and see in which time you can complete the problem or not, and avoid negative marking, because negative marking in the competitive exam is a deciding and the important factor to get a good rank. So in this way you can score or good marks. And in chemistry basically there are 3 portions. So one is physical chemistry. This is related to the maths. Inorganic chemistry is there, in which you have to learn also, and tricks are also there. You have to identify the tricks. And in another branch is there, it is organic chemistry. Interesting. So these are overall the whole chemistry related to 3 parts.
Okay, so in your students, did you see ever anybody got 180 out of 180?
No, I am in this field nearly for about 1.5 years. So I will see, I will make student like that. But till now.
So maximum score what you have seen and you have heard of.
Yes, some of my student has done good marks. But in joint basically in NEET 45 questions is there. So someone of my student has attempted more than 35 questions.
Oh, very good. But do you think the student should, because it is a competition, there is a ranking system, okay? According to the highest marks, the ranks are prepared and the seats are allocated according to the rankings. So let the student, they should try to get 100%, but it is not all the time necessary 100%. Sometimes it depends also upon the quality of the student appearing that year. If the quality of a student appearing that year is low grade, then you can get the chance. Even performing bad, you can get good chance. So it is highly relative, but you must be always trying to get 100% marks. This you should do, but it's not possible, okay? But you should try your best. So I will be now giving chance to my audience to ask questions. because now we are running short of time. I will give full time to students who want to ask questions. So one by one, you just tell whom you want to ask question, physics teacher, chemistry teacher, or biology teachers. So just raise your hand or you come forward to ask your question. So anybody from the audience want to ask question to any one of our faculty member or guest from the audience? This program is made for you only. So you come forward, ask your question, any kind of confusion, doubts, okay, you can ask here. Is there anyone? Shazia Naz?
Sir, this is Mohammad Shahzada.
Yes, Shahzada, how are you? Yes, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. This is Mohammad Shahzada. Hi, everyone.
Yes.
So my question is, sir, I just finished my BTech degree in BTech in electrical engineering.
Okay.
So my question, sir, how I prepare for myself for GATE exam? I listen, someone is telling about, I think this, that is
Dr. Rajsekhar. Sir, I think this question should be answered by Dr. Rajsekhar Adhikary. Are you there?
Okay.
Yes, sir. Now this question to you. Explain him how to prepare for GATE exam.
And
First
also,
is,
sir, okay. Let finish the first question, then I will ask other question.
Okay, Shehzad, first of all, you have to clear-cut idea on your subject. And earlier I have said to avoid negative marking. Anyhow, in any cases, there is any doubtful answer, doubtful thinking in your mind, please avoid this. Please give it out. You give minimum number of answers, but those number you can answer, it should be 100% correct. That's why no negative marking, and you give full advantage of your study.
Okay, well, Dr.
Yes,
Adhikary, I have seen, because I have had the opportunity to teach some mathematical portion of GATE sometime. So those questions that comes in the exams are very pure mathematical types. Okay, there is Boolean algebra. There is many things. Okay, so what I'm trying to say that the topic you don't get a really good teacher also available for preparing for exams. If you are going to prepare for the GATE exam, you must have a proficient teacher, then only you can succeed. GATE is really more difficult than even you can say the NEET exams, because there you are being tested the topic very deeply. So you must have a plan before, and you must give full time to understand the topic. Otherwise it will be difficult, because the questions there are A and B is correct, all are correct. There are different types of questions are there. Not only that one is question.
Absolutely.
There are some questions where A and B is correct, where A, B, C is correct. Because so you will be confused over there. It is actually happening in the advanced placement mathematics exams. We have seen like, but GATE is difficult like that way. So if you are preparing, go for a good teacher, a good coaching center where they can give you the good knowledge. This is very important in doing for the GATE. Okay, so
yes, exactly. I am trying my best, sir. My another question is, sir, what Dr. Adhikary did for crack this their examination for the GATE examination? I just want to hear.
Please repeat it.
Yes, doctor.
Please repeat it.
Yeah.
Please repeat the question. Please repeat the question. I can understand.
What you actually did for
passing this examination? What you did for?
Actually, in biology, there is two simultaneous examinations. One is NET and one is GATE. And NET, all of you know that in India, the highest tough exam is the IS, and after that, the NET examination.
Correct.
I'm totally prepared for this NET examination, and in GATE exam in biology, specifically in biology, there is a typical three types of examination simultaneously running. One is the general aptitude; those who are all are attempt for this, and after that, two compulsory chemistry is there, and then to any subject from the options like botany, zoology, microbiology, etc.
Okay, very good. Yeah. Yes, doctor.
For
Yes.
this, yes. For this, I am advised to everyone just study your subject properly and deeply, because conceptual question is very much important, very much common. Oftenly, they give to in case actually in biology there is basically simultaneous two exam is there. One is hard and next, and the soft gate. Gate is our soft part of in examination part. I
Okay.
must tell
Yeah.
that everyone should clear your concept, and after that go to the examination hall. Clear concept give you clear answer, and clear answer give you no negative marking.
Thank you very much,
Clear
doctor.
your
Yeah, you
concept.
gave everything. Now I would like to ask the student to ask the question pertinent to the joint entrance and the NEET exams. Anybody come forward, please, and ask your question. This you have got opportunity. There are faculty who are actually training to the people to succeed in the exam. So you have a good opportunity. You can ask your questions. And also I will ask the parent if there be any, the parent can also ask their questions to the faculty member. This is an opportunity. So if there anybody want to ask question, raise your hand, okay? Or just come forward. Hello, is there anyone? Altaf, Mr. Altaf, Ahmad, Afreen. Is there anyone who want to ask question? Hafsa.
Sir, my sister is Aisha.
Okay, okay. Aisha, yeah, you can ask question, Aisha. Yes, come forward.
Okay. Her problem is that he's very shy and just for the practicing math, but just does not memorable for a long time period.
So,
What support them?
so
And
who would like to, your
request
question is to whom? Whom you want to answer this question?
Sir, Aisha Khatun, he practicing math, but does not memorable for a long time. It's just for class and just for the 2 to 3 days, and then it forget everything.
Okay, so
Okay. So what is for them? Suppose you, and please let us speak in Hindi, sir, for
okay,
better
no
understanding.
problem, no problem. So, okay, I will ask Chiranjit Ghosh. This question is to you, Chiranjit Ghosh.
Yes,
Could you
sir.
just please explain her?
So-
She's saying that she cannot retain the memory what she learned. Okay, she is forgetting very often. So, what suggestion you will give to her to retain whatever she learned?
तो हम लोग वही भूल जाते हैं जो हम अच्छे से समझ नहीं पाते, ठीक
Very
है।
good.
सो आपको वो जो आपको याद में नहीं आ रहा है, तो आपको ये समझना पड़ेगा कि आप उसको अच्छे से समझे नहीं, ठीक है। सो मतलब वो प्रॉब्लम आपको समझना चाहिए कि आपको याद नहीं आ रहा है तो आप उसको अच्छे से नहीं समझे। तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू फोकस्ड ऑन योर नॉट before practicing, you should focus on your understanding. So and then you can take help from anything, any YouTube or anything, but you have to understand the topic, understand the deep, understand the basic actually. Okay.
Okay, very good. So as also Aisha, as also doctor has already told before that there should be a connection between reading and writing and then teaching. So that's also a process to retain what you have learned. Okay, so you can do that one. But what he said that if you are forgetting, the one of the important reason is that you haven't understood it properly. In mathematics, it cannot happen. You understood it and you will forget. Mathematics is the only subject,
Yes,
which you learn very well. It is difficult to forget. Even the molecular math will not make you forget.
yes, sir.
This is
Yes,
mathematics. Mathematics is difficult to forget. Very difficult. Other subject you can forget, but mathematics, if you learn very well, it is very difficult to forget. So you just check whether you have learned it properly or not. Okay. So and this way you can practice and teach other. Is there anyone else who want to ask the question? Please don't feel shy. Ask your question. Afroz. Is there anyone whom you know? Let them ask question. Is there anyone? Only Sazada is raising hand. Nobody else is raising hand.
Sir, I would like to thank you first of all, and you of course,ly, and I never be forget. I also follow you in social media account. And Dr. Chiranjit, sir, I would like to thank you for your special time, and also Dr. Adhikary, sir. I never forget for the. I like chance to my sister to attend this class. Thank you. Yes, sir. Over to you.
Okay, so I think the now we will try to conclude this session. Okay, before hello, sir. Hello, Kalam sir. How are you, sir?
Yeah. I'm fine.
Sir,
I'm fine. Yeah.
Let me introduce you, sir. He is a very, very renowned mathematician in Alia University, Dr. Vedi.
No, physicist. I'm a physicist.
Physicist. Sir, if there anyone I want to ask question to Dr. Mehdi Kalam in physics, then I will be very happy. Is there anyone you have got the opportunity to ask him question? Among my faculties also, if you want to ask something to him, we can. He's going to be our next guest, inshallah, June 4, I think. We have already planned, but he wanted to see it. Is there anyone who want to ask question, please? Sir, in physics, okay.
I just want to say something for the candidates who are appearing for this competitive exam.
Oh, very good,
that I just want to say that though it is a very tough exam, that means the NEET exam or the IIT JEE is a very tough exam. So it is only for the 3 hours exam. So in many cases we see that the candidates are so tense that they cannot perform well within that 3 hours, though they have very good preparations. So I just want to say say to all of you that this is not the last exam of your life. So because we see that many candidates are being frustrated after failing or cracking these exams, though they are good students, but as it is a very tough exam, only 3 hours you have to prepare and you have to perform within that 3 hours. Many candidates we see that after not cracking that, they are become frustrated, and I just want to say that that this is not the last exam of your life. So you have many options. You have many options. You know, some of the faculty are saying that it is just like an eliminating the candidates. So what we can do, because our education system is just like that. I'm give another example that that the great scientist Albert Einstein, according to the result, he was a mediocre student. According to the exam results, he was a mediocre student, and all you know that how meritorious he was. He was one of the greatest scientists of the world, but according to the result system, he was a mediocre student. So I just want to mention that to you that you are the meritorious students. You may be not well performed within that only 3 hours, but you have the capability to establish yourself in any other streams also. So you always remember that. That is my
very good, very good, sir. Very good.
Students.
I give you a chance. Anybody want to ask? Then I will try to conclude because time is, we are running out of time. Is there anyone who want to ask question? Once again, I will give chance. Okay, so first of all, I would like to thank all the guests who spare their time from their busy schedule and came over here to help me organize this program and help the student to understand their problems. This is one of the great things that you have done. God bless you all and help you all in getting good future for you also. Every student will be praying for you. Now I would like to conclude because this session was meant for the NEET and joint entrance exam. As we have come to know, Dr. Kalam has already made it very, very clear that, and we also know that there is a no one chance only. There is a, I think there, if I am wrong, if I'm not wrong, there are 3 chances you may minimum get for appearing the exam. So if it can happen the first time you are appearing your main exams and you cannot balance yourself with the main exam as well as joint entrance exams or NEET exams. So there could be some kind of disbalance, but you have another chance if you want to go through that. I must need this one. Then you have another chance to go through and next time you can succeed. So if you have made up your mind, then don't lose your heart. As Dr. Kalam said, that many people, as I pointed out before, there is a difference between good examinee and good student. You may be a good student, but you are not a good examinee, you might not succeed. It doesn't mean this has been happening for many, as you pointed out, Dr. Albert Einstein. In online, his grade 4 result is there in online in Google. If you type there, he was failed. You can see the Einstein's result of the school grade 4 exams. He was failed, but he was actually a talented person and his talent was seen later on to the people. So exam actually doesn't reflect your real ability, okay? But because it is a kind of a mechanical things of scenario over here, that if you do accordingly, then only you will succeed. So exam system is like a mechanical, not really reflecting your real ability. But if you don't lose your heart, be patient, keep making effort, then you will surely and certainly succeed. So the first thing that all our guests said, that you must not lose your heart, you keep making your effort. Another point what come out from all of our guests is that management of time is very important for any students who are going to appear exam. If you do not manage your time, then you will never be able to succeed. Here is the place where what you have learned from grade 1 to grade 10 or 12, you have to put into practice, management of time. Because if some students want to solve problem of mathematics when he get up early in the morning, then he will not succeed. The mathematics solving time is not that one. The morning time is for a specific purpose of theoretical things. You learn them and study them, then you will be learning better. So you must have the allocated time for a different subject and different timing. Okay, that's very important, which I come to listen from all of my guests. The another important thing is that you must be having a target. You must be following your teacher. You must be prepared to do your self-learning. Okay, this is one of the most important. As Dr. Saikat already said, you must be willing. You must be willing to do that. You must be loving the subject. Loving the subject means you are prepared to go to any extent to learn those subjects. So you must have to be a self-learner. Self-learner is one of the most important thing in any competitive exam. Not everything will be taught by the teachers. He can guide you, but he cannot go with you. He can tell you, you can make, it is said that you make the horse go to the water, but you cannot make him drink the water. So drinking water is your time. The teacher can take you to the pond, but he cannot make you drink water. So that part is yours. So you have to put your own effort. This is very important. It's not all the teachers, not the school. The two important factors are behind success: the good schools and good teachers. Okay, but the third one, which is your self-learning, is most important. Then their effort will fail if you are not a self-learner. You do not know how to put into the practice. So that is very important, that you must be a self-learner and you have to organize your study in a way that you don't forget. That is very, very important. Finally, the point that came about that it is what I would like to say. The joint entrance and the NEET exam, this is not the whole of the life. Even if you fail, for example, for example, life is not going to end. As Dr. Kalam wanted to put, there are many more avenues. There are many avenues which you can choose. Maybe you have taken up the wrong destination, boarded to the wrong train, which is taking you wrong place. So it must have to be something wrong with you. So you get down and take the another train. It can happen. God knows better for you what is written, but you try. but don't lose heart. Not everybody will become engineer, not everybody will become doctor, okay? You may aspire, but you cannot make it happen. There are some scenario which is going against you. So you should not lose your heart. You keep doing, but you may have another options. Life is very different from life is not giving you the way you want. It may behave you differently. It doesn't go with everyone in the similar way. So don't lose heart even if you don't succeed. But of course, being engineer and being a doctor is good things, and it gives you good pleasure to your parent, to your society, to your country. But this is not the thing for everyone. Okay, there are many avenues nowadays. Okay, and at the end, I will say that today I was very happy that I managed to organize a program for the students, because all of what I have done so far to arrive at this scenario where I can help my students back home. All other programs that I conducted, they were the faculty from different walks of life, computer engineers, then there were a statistician, then there were even from the language. So different types of people I brought, but this was one of the best in the sense that I'm trying to help my students over there in doing their exam good. So I don't know that how far I'm successful, but I would like to request all the participants who participated to me today, keep participating. I will be going to bring more informative session for you all, and it will help you, because this you are getting free. There is no one. Just give me some time and attend my this program, and also forward it to the others, and subscribe my channel where I upload. The channel name is where I will give you here, show you here. The channel is this one, which I will be, 1 second. You can Google it, okay? You can Google it, say Kuch Alag Sochte Hai. The channel name is Kuch Alag Sochte Hai, where I always put all my this, okay? So where is this? 1 second. Okay, so here I will show you here Kuch Alag. So this is my YouTube channel. There I put all these videos. You can go through them. These are all what I put over here. Okay, I have brought, for example, here he was the doctor. He was a language professor. He was a business tycoon here, business entrepreneur. So was the computer scientist. So similarly, I will be bringing for you all walks of life people, and you will be helping. So if you subscribe this channel, you will be getting all these information. It will help you in future. So with this, again, I will like to thank all the participants, all the guests and the participants. And I think it is a time now. It's time now to conclude the session, because it is now going to be 8:52. It's in India. It is going to be, for example, 10:30. So I'm going to finish here. That see you again in the next week. Okay, next week with the other guests. And I'm thanking again to all the guests who have come. I'm really thankful to you. Maybe if it is required, I will be subject wise doing one session for you if they're on demand. If the students want you to have only the session for each individuals, I will be able to request you again. Okay, so hopefully this session was fruitful for all of the students. So I would like to say thank you once again to audience as well as the guest, and I will say goodbye to all of you. Goodbye.